Hi there students, this is Miss Ng from epitomofsuccess.com. What I'd like to do with you today is to explain to you the first part of Chapter 2 Physics for Form 4, where we are going to learn linear motion, right? That's 2.1. And one of the first thing that students, when they go to Form 4, they are exposed to this linear motion topic. They're going to learn 5 different variables, yeah? And some of them are here: distance, displacement, speed, and velocity. Alright, the first thing that I'd like to draw your attention to is this. Distance is given with the symbol S. Alright, and it is measured in meters. That's the SI unit, right? So I'm going to just write it here, meter, and the symbol is M. Alright, so the meaning of distance is that it is the total length traveled by an object. Right, I'm going to show you some examples later. It is a scalar quantity, which means that it has only magnitude but no direction. Alright, now contrast this with displacement. Displacement is also represented by the symbol S, and it is also measured in meter. So here's where the confusion sometimes comes in, yeah? That students tend to confuse between displacement and distance, alright? But actually there's a very clear difference between them, and the difference is this: a displacement is a vector quantity, alright, which means that it has magnitude, a value, alright? Magnitude means a value, and it has direction. That's the most important difference between displacement and distance, and hence you get to have a different meaning, yeah? The meaning of displacement is the distance traveled in a specific direction, which means that it is actually the distance between the initial position to the final position. Alright, and let me just illustrate this, yeah? Say for example, you are here and you walk to point A, alright, and then you walk to point B. Okay, so you're here now. Alright, and then that's it. Alright, so the distance for you to walk to point A, it's probably 10 meters, and it takes you another 8 meters to walk to point B. Okay, so where distance is concerned, the total length traveled by the object would be, distance is actually, you add up everything, which means it's 18 meters, right? Now, however, the displacement is not 18 meter, yeah? The displacement of this person, if you follow the definition, is the distance traveled in a specific direction, which is the distance from its initial position to final position. So that means it is, whereas the initial position of this person is here and his final position is here at point B, so the displacement is a straight line, alright, from its original position to its final position, and this has to be measured. Okay, and that would be the displacement in meters. Alright, so and after you have measured it, you will have to tell the direction as well. It is how many meters due west or southeast or southwest. Okay, that's how displacement is usually defined. Okay, so here's a very clear example on the difference between distance and displacement. Alright, so generally in the questions that are asked in SPM physics, most of the questions and the formulas take into regards of displacement. Unless otherwise stated, then it will be distance. Okay, right? So right, let's very quickly look at what is the difference between speed and velocity then, now that you have understood what is displacement. Okay, both speed and velocity define how fast an object is moving. Alright, the difference between speed and velocity is that speed is a scalar quantity. Alright, so it has the same meaning as distance, and velocity is a vector quantity. They are both defined as rate of change of distance for speed and rate of change of displacement. Hence, you have a formula for speed, which is distance over time. And the formula for velocity is displacement over time. They both have the same unit of measurement, that is meter per second. Okay, so I hope that's clear for you. What is the differences between this